So much for joining me and welcome back. This is my video number 4 of my stress management series. Yesterday I was able to talk to you guys about some tips to help you guys manage your stress and to cope a little bit better. And today I'm going to talk to you, hey Michelle, today I'm going to talk to you guys about what psychologists Robinson, Siegel, and Smith refer to as the 4 A's. Now, I am going to look at my notes a couple of times, so don't mind that. But those 4 A's are to avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. So my first A, avoid. Avoid unnecessary stress. Now, we can't avoid every single stressor in our lives. That's inevitable. However, if there are things that we can do to avoid certain situations or certain people that stress us out, then by all means, I encourage you to do so. I talked yesterday about being a people pleaser. Don't do it. It's okay to say no. It's okay to make you and your health a priority. It's okay to take care of you and your family first and foremost. So again, I encourage you, avoid any unnecessary stress that you can. My next A is to alter your situation. When I talk about altering your situation, I don't mean necessarily changing the situation around you. I'm talking about looking within yourself and changing yourself. So do you need to kind of focus in on your feelings a little bit, your emotions, your actions or reactions toward a particular stress? Yes, I encourage you to do so. I also encourage you that if you're someone who's not very assertive, you don't like to speak up, again, maybe you're afraid of what someone might say, please speak up. I can't guarantee that the person that you're talking to isn't going to respond negatively or harshly and that everything's going to go smoothly. However, when you speak up for yourself and when you're assertive, you take back your power. Again, remember, you can only control yourself. You can only control your feelings, your emotions, and your actions. And by doing this, I promise you, it will relieve a little bit of the stress. It will take off that weight on your shoulders of holding in your feelings. The next A is to adapt to your stressor. Again, you cannot necessarily control other people's actions around you. However, you control yourself, and this includes controlling your outlook on things, or if need be, changing your outlook on things. So something that you may have previously looked at as negative at one point, maybe now you're looking for the positive. I talked yesterday about looking for the blessings in things. Even when the world is crashing down around you, there is always, no matter how little it is, there is always something to be thankful for. One big example I can tell you is no matter how insane my kids drive me, I'm extremely thankful for them. They are my 3 little blessings. No matter how old they get, they're still going to be my babies. And no matter what, I can always count on them for a hug or for a smile. So, my son and my niece are in the background. So sorry, you're going to see me glancing up a little bit and laughing and smiling. But it's because, again, I'm hearing those little blessings interact, and it's a beautiful thing. One thing I want you to think about also when it comes to adapting is that particular thing that is stressing you out, or that thing that you're worried or you're anxious about. Is it really going to matter in the grand scheme of things? 5 minutes from now, a day from now, a month from now, a year from now, is what you're stressing out something that's really going to matter? Most of the time, guys, guess what? It doesn't really matter, and it's not going to make a difference the next day. So think about that before you get overly anxious and before you, once again, stress yourself out. My last A has to do with acceptance. Accept what you cannot change. Just a little bit of background for those of you that don't know. Almost 9 years ago, I lost my dad. That was the most heartbreaking thing that's ever happened in my life. And guess what? I couldn't change it. No matter how much I cried, I kicked, I screamed, I prayed, I couldn't change it. I just had to accept it. It was a hard thing to accept, and even 9 years later, it's still difficult, but I had to. I had no other choice. I had no other choice to accept it, and I'll tell you why. Because I needed to be a mother for my children. I needed to be there for my family that needed me as a support system. Okay, so that's just my little personal example that even though that death was way beyond my sphere of control, my acceptance was in my control. So that is something that I encourage you guys to do. Last thing I want to leave you guys with before I go, for my perfectionists, which tend to be my women, stop it. People around you love you no matter what. Sorry, I got a little call. Sorry about that. Whether you burn the toast, whether you burn dinner, it doesn't matter. Those around you love you for who you are. So let go of that unnecessary stress of trying to be a perfectionist. It's just not worth it. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to you guys who've joined me for my little 4-part video series. Blog post will be up soon as well. Take care, and next week I'll have something new for you guys. Thanks. Bye.